Hello everyone. I'm Jim Moeller and I'm very proud to help represent Clark County here in the legislature. Now while we're in session, I'm sharing these regular legislative updates. And as always, I want to thank you for sharing your thoughts about what's happening here in Olympia. Comments from you and other citizens always help me do a better job. As I noted in my last update, we are reviewing budget proposals right now. I know you're plenty familiar with the serious revenue shortfall confronting our state, just as the dire economic straits are confronting the rest of the nation and the entire world. One of the unfortunate impacts of the budget crisis we could see in southwestern Washington is the closure of several state parks. Now, the Parks and Recreation Commission has released a list of dozens of parks that might be mothballed or transferred to local governments. Mothballing these parks could save the state about $300,000 per park over the upcoming 2-year budget period. People would still be allowed onto the grounds, but the utilities and facilities would be turned off and the gates locked. Our Washington State Park system has always been a tremendous source of pride and, yes, a great source of income. But indeed, our own Beacon Rock State Park, not far from a spot where Lewis and Clark camped 2 centuries ago, is on the list of parks set for possible closure. Now, more than 91,000 folks from Clark County neighborhoods and all other communities all over the world visit Beacon Rock every year. These folks patronize Clark County and other gorge area restaurants and stores, motels, gas stations, and other businesses. The park has many miles of hiking trails, picnic spots, and access to the water for fishermen and boating enthusiasts. Now, I've heard from a number of citizens that closing parks will hit families and businesses hard. Certainly many of our small cities and towns rely on state park visitors to bring in business. We've been considering an idea that might keep our parks open. Now, Montana has successfully funded a system through a popular opt-out program. It's actually pretty simple. When renewing your car tabs, you would have the option of checking a box to opt out of donating $5 towards keeping a state park open. Leaving the box unchecked would allow you to opt in to pay $5 for unlimited access to all of our parks. I'm working to find ways of moving forward to minimize these potential cuts. At the very least, I want to find a way of providing basic maintenance to keep the park safe and usable. But ultimately, this is one example of the reality that comes with making ends meet during these awful, trying economic times. Please share with me how you feel about this option. Now, I'll keep you posted on our budget talks and other legislative matters. Remember, I ask that you please share this information with your friends and your neighbors. And thank you again for tuning into my report today. I'm Jim Moeller. Good day and a good life.